sound. Fuck. Salakia. You know, cause I had to go take care of some, so I had to turn the sound off. But hey, man, I be forgetting. I be forgetting to do that. You going through a lot. Con. I was going into so I was basically going into how Halloween it come from Samhain, and that goes into that's basically that goes into they basically believe that the let me just they basically believe that the people back then, you know, they believed that the other world, basically the spiritual realm, right? And our world ends during Samhain. That's like that's yeah. Ends during Samhain, making it easier for dead spirits and the souls of the dead to return. So that's you know what? There's something that goes even more into that. Yeah. Alright, so basically, one of these articles, Business Insider article, I believe, it said that bobbing for apples was basically, it was related to divination, so I brought out that thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Brought that out. So, I mean, it's already off, but I gotta go further in it. Because when you go into the history, you go further into the history, it goes into human sacrifice. Yeah, it goes into human sacrifice, and yeah. I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to find that. Trying to find that information on it. Okay, this is where they get it from. This is in the 1700s and 1800s, so it's not like it's not it's not it don't date all the way back to that to the original practices, that bobbing for apples, that meaning of it. That was some other shit, but they would do it on Halloween too. Fuck, hold up. Trying to find that shit. Fuck. You have to look hard for this shit. Cause Esau don't want you to find information that actually exposes these folly days. So you can keep celebrating them and keep going off. Yeah. Esau will make it hard for you to find that shit. This one right here. I look up Halloween and human sacrifice. Got this article. Said that's scary. Samhain is the pagan origin of Halloween, and its terrifying rituals include human sacrifices and pumpkins filled with burning human fat. So it's even more fucked up than what they want you to believe. Yeah, modern day Halloween might have been reduced to little more than scary makeup tutorials on YouTube, but rewind a few thousand years and you'd be planning your human sacrifice, not your outfit. Halloween is regarded as the witches' Sabbath. Hey, this article brings that out by the Sun, the equivalent of their New Year's Eve. Hey man, and the Druids say that there's a caption picture of it's a statue. Hey, it's a statue of a man, so FG of a man, and they would burn them motherfucker. And they would pack. They had many ways of sacrificing humans, one of which was packing them in a giant burning effigy of a man. So I mean, they would do it they would do it like that too, so that they could sacrifice as much as possible. Its roots lie firmly in the old pagan holiday of Samhain, which, along with May 1st Beltane, was regarded as one of the most important days of the year. On Samhain, it was believed that the veil lifted between the worlds of the living and the dead, allowing spirits, demons, and other mythical creatures such as fairies a chance to walk among us. So they believed that basically between the spirit world and the regular world, you know, that's like that just basically just touches the surface of what it was about. But the reality of Halloween through the eyes of the Celts and Druids is scarier than any horror film. According to old documents, in its most primitive guise, Samhain would have featured many sacrifices to the Celtic gods of death, with both animals and humans thrown in to huge fire pits as offerings. People claim the ancient Druids got even worse. They ate their firstborn children on Samhain or collected the blood of their sacrificial humans in cauldrons and drank it. And the stories get gorier, claiming that hollowed out pumpkins and turnips would be filled with fire from previous sacrifices and lit. No, and you know, you could see, hey man, stories are totally believable because they's worshiping demons. You know, particularly, and I believe that the chief demon that demon they was worshiping, that was actually Moloch. Because they would basically, when you look at the history of Moloch worship, people would offer their children, and people would offer their children to put their children through the fire. I mean, that's actually what the Khan Shalom Akil Yabashim Yal Shai Barakatah. Gotta bring this truth out about Halloween, because people think that it's just an innocent little holiday. It don't mean shit. It's for the kids. Yeah, think that if you want. Think that if you want. But it don't mean it's the truth. Think that if you want though. But you know, the facts don't line up with that opinion. And let me look up that law which specifically tells you not to sacrifice children unto Moloch. That's Leviticus 18 verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Moloch, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So it tells you right here not to let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Moloch, showing you what they do. It's showing you what they do. And also something else that shows you this is Moloch. It shows you that Halloween is related to Moloch worship. Is Moloch was represented by what? The owl. And Halloween is also referred Halloween decorations, some of them, yeah, Halloween owl, there you go. That's one of the symbols of Halloween. Hey, one of them have an owl with I was looking up Halloween owl decorations, and one of them have an owl with the fucking witch hat. And, you know, it's just plain that it's plain that Halloween actually goes back to the worship of Moloch. Involved human sacrifice. It involves the owl. That's one of the symbols. Hey, but you Jakes, you know, y'all just wanna y'all take this as a joke. You know, you just want a good party, so y'all celebrate that Halloween. You do it for the kids. Oh, it's for the kids. It's so we can have a good time as a family. Nah, you're cursing your own household. You're bringing judgment on your household. Yeah, man. Let me go further into this article. It was the arrival of the Romans in 55 BC that signaled the start of the end of Druid culture in the UK. Julius Caesar even commented about the ancient Brits that in time of danger, unless the life of a man be offered, the mind of immortal gods will not favor them. So basically that they would offer that human sacrifices. You know, they believed that unless they offered an actual man, you know, an actual human, the mind of immortal gods would not favor them. You know, hey, there's even this ancient etching of druids sacrificing a human on a stone slab. And them jack-o'-lanterns, man, they was like that, and it was for to light a candle and place it on the window to guide the spirits of ancestors and loved ones home, and apples were buried in light alongside roadsides for spirits who were lost or who had no descendants to provide for them. Which that, I mean, that's off, because your spirit goes to the Most High Yahweh. It's in the spirit world. It doesn't wander around. Yeah. It says, however, present-day pagan Samhain celebrations are a much safer affair and focus on a night's origin as feast of the dead. Okay. Okay, let me... Okay. I think that's the end of it, man. It was basically bringing out that they would sacrifice humans. You know, and that the Jews would even like have a feast from it, man. They would even ate their firstborn children on Samhain, or collected the blood of their sacrificial humans in cauldrons and drank it. So, you know, it's even more fucked up than just that. Hey, man, and you know, you can also tell, you know, why Esau loves them some Halloween, and they love pushing that shit around the world. Cause it was hey man, just by that you could tell why Esau loves it so much, and why two-thirds of our people, man, they're just like Esau. But yeah, man, specifically against the scriptures. Just like so-called Christmas is specifically against the scriptures. It's in Jeremiah 10. Halloween also, you know, it's Moloch worship. Yeah. I believe there's another scripture I can bring out on it. Oh, you know, another way, you know something that's interesting, that Drake, who he says he basically got the owl as his symbol. So you know that Drake, be Salakia. Well, Drake is a Jake, but Drake is a sellout. He's a sellout, and he calls himself October's very own. You know, it all links up. Halloween, that's a day when they would do that shit. Oh, something else. There's something else that's shows you that's basically the same practice, but they're just telling you that, oh, it's different now. Halloween, children, let me look it up, because a lot of children, they be going missing on Halloween. Halloween and child sacrifice. Child abductions. Halloween kidnapping statistics. There you go. It's an article. This article from CBS News. It was published about 2 years ago, but basically it says that it's about how higher Halloween crime rates make it a real Fright night. Hold up, I was looking for an article that specifically goes into kidnappings. That probably goes up. Hey, this one right here. No, let me just, cause in a demonic holiday like this, man, that's expected. The city of Los Angeles, it's by ABC7. The city of Los Angeles sees an average of about 150 more crimes on Halloween than on a normal day, a 26% increase according to 2014 to 2018 data from the LAPD. The types of crime, as well as the crimes relative to each neighborhood, are fairly consistent with normal crime rates but are elevated on Halloween. LAP Detective Bill Bustos attributes the spike to the fact that there are simply more people out on the streets, meaning in costumes and masks, so that they feel that they can just get lost in the crowd, quote unquote, he said. Bustos also said he noticed even more elevation in crime on Halloween falls on the weekend. More people will participate, he said, and aren't worried about getting to school, work in the morning, and might stay out later. And hey, isn't this Halloween ain't that? It ain't gonna be on a Saturday. That's consistent with the crime data. In 2014, when Halloween was on a Friday, crime was 50% higher than a normal day. So basically, they're saying that, hey man, the crime is higher than, especially when it's on the weekend. And it's something I saw. It's a real interesting fact to stay safe. Brussels recommends wearing bright or reflective costumes and avoiding masks. But what are they telling you to do? What are these devils telling you to do this year? You gotta wear your mask because of Rona, which shows you, so it shows you what these devils, what they actually trying to do, because they hype up those numbers. Trick-or-treaters should bring a flashlight and only go to home with lights on. So back then they were telling you not to wear a mask, but now you gotta wear a mask. Parents should make known their kids know the rules of the road and keep never mind. And keep a careful eye on them when crossing streets to avoid collisions. They also should always check Halloween candy, because what happens is people that will do this shit. People come across this live will probably be like this dude fear mongering and shit, but it's demons out there that will really do that shit. They'll really put razors and shit in the candy. Cause hey man, what is this holiday? What is this folly day goes into the worship of Moloch? So of course. Why would, of course, that shouldn't be surprising. So sorry, Sean, that crime goes up on that day already. I'm trying to find an article that goes into how it goes into kidnapping specifically going up in that day. Because I wouldn't be surprised. To find that out. Ah, shit. Never mind. Shit, it just shows that crime goes up more on that day. I can't really find I can't really find that shit statistics on that go into that specifically, but just the crime rate. Just that one. Just that. The crime rate does go up more. when it comes to that shit. It comes more slacker. It comes up. It the crime rate gets raised on that day. Yeah, that shit would be hard to find. Yeah, I couldn't find that shit. They posted a link, I couldn't find that shit. Yeah. Alright, so basically, yeah, the whole point of this live was to bring out that Halloween, basically, they go back to they go back to that hall. They go back to the worship of Moloch, and it's basically and Yahweh Shem Shai commands us not to do that, not to worship Moloch specifically, not to put our children through the fire. And hey man, it's obvious that that's where it comes from. And with your kids out there going to strangers' houses and shit, probably does happen more. It's just probably does happen more. I wouldn't be surprised if some shit came out showing that it does. Alright, so I hope this live was edifying. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Shai. And shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright. Stay strong, Akim and Aqua. We almost out of here. Esau is going down and Jacob got next. And Esau going down fast. Alright. Shalom. Until next time, Shalom. And Yahshua